I drink Dr. Pepper, don't you see? 'Cause it's the perfect taste for me.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new episode of the Pepper Pack Podcast. I am your host, the Dr. Pepper teacher, Zach Bowman, and with me, as always, is not with me tonight. So, Josh will not make it on the show tonight, but that's okay. We love you still, Josh. We'll miss you. But that's kind of, it works out because Josh and I have been talking, and our schedules are crazy. And as much as we love this show, it's sometimes this like very emotionally and mentally draining, getting all our real life stuff pushed to the side so we can focus on this. So we've been talking about that, and Josh is going to be taking a little bit of a break. He's not leaving the show. He's just needing some time to focus on the family and spend some time there. So we were talking like we want, and we mentioned this when we first created this idea, that we want to have other ambassadors step up and fill roles as part of this show and be co-host. So I am technically no longer a co-host. Josh and I are the creators of the Pepper Pack Podcast. So we need some ambassadors that love Dr. Pepper, that have been on the show. They know the drill. And we started talking, and we were thinking, who could be a great role? Who would fill that in? And we thought about the sheriff and a little sweet, but they weren't available. So we went with the next best option, which is probably the best option as it was. So I'm going to introduce you guys to our new co-host. You know him. You love him. He loves cookies. Mr. Dario Moya. Welcome, Dario. And then Dario, as a co-host on the Pepper Pack Podcast, is now our friend, our designer, the one and only creativity behind the logos, Mr. Connor Clem. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for joining our show as now official co-host. I'm excited to have you guys on the team. This will be a lot of fun.
Oh, yes, I'm excited to be here. As always, I have my cookies. I have Dr. Pepper ready to talk to more ambassadors, spend time with each and every one of you guys every time I could be here.
Oh, yeah. And Connor.
It's an honor. It's an honor to be here. I feel like I've just been drafted into a specific team, and so I think we're going to do really great this year. We're going to go out there, we're going to make a few drinks, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a good time.
Drink really hard and really long. Yeah. So I got some of you watching. I see Michael. What's up, Michael? How you doing? And then I believe it's Elise. If I mispronounce your name, I'm so sorry. I'm afraid that I'm going to mispronounce someone's name wrong, but thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're watching. Someone just dropped that they're watching. I probably mispronounced the name. I'm sorry. But we always have to start the show off right. So, gentlemen, are you ready? Always. If you're at home and you haven't cracked open this beautiful can of 23 flavors of Pure Delicious,
loaded.
Get ready. On the count of 23, we're going to crack these open together and just enjoy this magical flavor. Gentlemen, ready?
Ready.
One.
Do it.
Two. 23.
23. Some good stuff.
So, Connor, you already got your first fan.
I know.
Your daughter's out there watching. See, my daughter is like 3.5, and we just put her to bed. So that's why we have the show at this time. So that way I don't have to worry about her like climbing over me and everything.
My little one's a night owl.
Yeah, she loves to be in the pepper room. This is my basement. It's the pepper room. And she always wants my Dr. Pepper jelly beans, which I'm out of. So she's kind of mad. She's like, go get more. But on the last episode, we talked about how I've hit a lot of Dr. Pepper history. I've hit a lot of flavors. And as much as I love Dr. Pepper history, there's just only so much that I know. I know it's disappointing to hear that. And that I could find to have access to. So we're going to start doing a little something different. We're going to start with the Dr. Pepper Chug. So, gentlemen, we just opened those cans. We took a little sip. Dario, I know you already drank half of it, you cheater. So, gotta get my hat ready so I don't spill. If you're at home and you want to chug with us, please enjoy. Now, I will make one confession. I am not good at chugging Dr. Pepper. I like to just enjoy it. So I'm going to sit here and just enjoy this, and y'all are going to get done a lot faster than me. But if you notice on a can of Dr. Pepper, the mouth is wide. So rather than drinking it straight where it opens, if you turn it to where it's wide, you get better airflow, so the liquid pours smoother. You don't get that kind of
aerodynamic
thing. So if you're having difficulties, I might give that recommendation. So, Dr. Pepper, we chug to you.
There we go. Whew.
Oh God.
You can tell.
God.
My Dr. Pepper, I always just enjoy it.
I'm gonna give me another one. I'll hold on to that one for later.
I'm not
Awake now.
I got to stand up. I can't do this sitting down.
That deserves a cookie. Here we go.
Whew. Howdy, Scott.
Oh, whew. I don't like drinking it that fast. I like to let it savor.
And then in about 10 minutes, we're all going to have to go to the bathroom.
We need a little. We'll be right back.
We'll take a commercial break.
Yeah. So Scott, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the show. Sharon, what's up? So for those of you just joining us, I did make an announcement. Josh is not here tonight. He's gonna be taking a little bit of a break just because he's got lots going on. So we've actually changed our titles around. So Josh and I are now known as the creators of the podcast. Dario and Connor are going to be our co-hosts. So they've been upgraded, and it's fun. But the whole point of the show is we want to meet our other ambassador friends, hear their Dr. Pepper stories, and just introduce them to the Dr. Pepper community-loving world that's out there. So tonight we have another brand new guest. I'm very excited. Gentlemen, we are going to be chatting with Derek Main. And so let me bring in Derek. Derek, welcome to the show, sir.
Hello.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek. So good to have
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me.
And so, Derek, do you have a Dr. Pepper ready?
I have mine.
Have you opened it yet?
I opened it when you guys opened yours.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause I told you.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm debating. I got the Dark Berry Zero or the regular. Which one I should open next?
Go to Dark Berry.
Dark Berry. I have the regular over there, but I just grabbed a Zero. I like the black on the can. The black and the blue looks really good.
Yeah, the matte black. It's really cool.
Now,
Good
my
design choice.
dude, I don't know if you guys have done this yet with the Dark Berry, is to put it with vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
I did that for the
Way to
first
go.
time, not 2 years ago when they had the first float day or whatever for Dr. Pepper. That's one. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk to Derek.
Yes.
Sorry, I get distracted.
This is all about Derek. So we're so glad that you're here. And the whole thing, again, we're wanting to get to know each other more as ambassadors. We all love Dr. Pepper. That's why we're all here. And so I think if you guys don't mind, do you mind if I ask the first question?
Go for it.
All right. I got to ask the question. So how did your love for Dr. Pepper start?
So, my family is a little bit of a Dr. Pepper family. There's a very intriguing backstory here. My parents are McDonald's owner-operators, or were McDonald's owner-operators until October 1st of last year. They retired, which is partially why I'm okay with telling the story. So they were operators for close to 50 years, my dad was. Back in the mid-90s, 94, 95 probably. He was an operator in South Carolina, and Coke came to McDonald's and said, hey, said, "Hey."
C word.
Said, "Hey, you're taking Dr. Pepper out of your stores and you're putting Mr. Pibb in."
Ooh, no.
And my dad said,
no.
"Excuse me? I don't know about that. People come to McDonald's for Dr. Pepper. People don't
That's
come to
right.
McDonald's for Mr. Pibb.
Mhm.
I'm not putting
And a
D-class product in my stores. That's not happening." So my dad basically boycotted Mr. Pibb.
Yes,
and said,
That's right.
"Not
Yes,
happening.
that's right.
We're sticking with Dr. Pepper in our stores." And he kind of slowly got the South Carolina region and his co-op to get behind him and support Dr. Pepper and say, "We're keeping Dr. Pepper in our stores." And that kind of then spread to the East Coast, and thus Dr. Pepper is still in McDonald's today.
So you're
Wow.
my hero now.
Yes. Yes.
in a way, yes.
Yes, we have to. Awesome. Your dad's awesome.
Do we need to create some type of plaque to commemorate this? Paving the way for Dr. Pepper everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. And so, I mean, that's kind of where it began for us. And I drank Dr. Pepper pretty much my whole life. With my parents owning McDonald's, I was in the stores all the time, and as my go-to drink forever and ever and ever. So that's kind of my background on that, and kind of how I became to love Dr. Pepper. And I got to give props to my parents and my dad for that one. But that's my Dr. Pepper lineage, if I should put it that way.
Awesome. So
we have a lot of stuff in common. I think we all here are still boycotting that other soda.
Yes, the other drink.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, and Derek, just for reference, Zach has an aversion to the name of the red drink and the blue one. As experience, I will say, just to get kicked off the show every now and then.
You got to say 3 Hail Marys to come back. Sorry, Dario.
Dario likes to say those words, and I kick him out of the show. So yeah.
So Derek, we figured out that your love for Dr. Pepper, but how did you come to find out about the Pepper Pack? I mean, where did that come from? How did we get in contact with you?
Yeah, I believe, because it was a couple of years ago. I think it was right at the beginning of the Pepper Pack. I think I was in that one of those first initial waves of it. I don't remember if I got an email about it or I saw it on Twitter and I applied for it. So it was one of those two. I distinctly remember applying for it, but I don't specifically remember exactly how it was. I think it might have been Twitter, if I remember correctly.
So my story was that it was 2017, probably like March, April-ish. They had the Pick Your Pepper for the first time, and they had to buy 3 12-packs, go online, get a free T-shirt. Mm-hmm. And when I went online, my free T-shirt, that's when I saw the thing about the Pepper Pack. And I was like, yes, please. So I applied, and I didn't get accepted until September 11th of 17. So I'm coming up on my 5 years this September. I'm excited.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's, let's see, what was it? Yeah, I didn't even realize I even got into it when I first applied. I didn't get the email or anything. It just showed up at my door one day, and it was the most pleasant September day that I had in 2018. It was great. But
Dario was
down the yeah, basically.
So, Derek, do you remember getting the email from them, how you felt, what you were thinking, like?
Yeah, oh no, I was pumped when I heard about it. I had told my mom, I was like, "Hey, there's this Pepper Pack thing. Like, this looks so cool. I got to do this." And she was like, "There's no way they're gonna." I was like, "No, I'm making it happen." And so I remember like getting that package in the mail, and it had it had some of the from the SEC championship, like that, the college football stuff in it. Mm-hmm. And I remember, being pumped about that and hearing about the opportunities to try some of the sodas a little bit early release. And so, I was getting very, very excited as soon as I opened that thing.
Now I'm gonna pause this just for a second because this is my bad. I forgot to do this early in the show. I tend to do Dr. Pepper history, right? And I missed my mark because I was so excited to bring you into the show. So I'm gonna do a little intermission right here, and we'll continue this conversation. But have you ever been lost and just don't feel like you can find your home? Unfortunately, we have several Pepper Pack ambassadors that are lost right now.
Mhm.
They have not been able to get into the portal. So I would like to introduce the world to my good friend, Mr. Richard Parsons. He's a missing Pepper Pack ambassador. If found, please call 23 23 23 23 23. I don't know if anyone will answer, but call them. So Dr. Pepper, this is my plea for Richard on his behalf. He is an ambassador. He is a great Pepper Pack person. He's got his first sip box behind him. He's got his Panda Express box. He's got all kinds of stuff. I was chatting with him the other day. He's got his Pepper Pack 3/4 sleeve shirt on his wall. We got to get this guy back in the portal. And he gave me a list of a bunch of other fellow ambassadors that are not in the portal yet or having trouble. Send them a new email. Get them in the portal. We need our friends. We need our family back.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Pepper,
Yes.
Ashley Channel, Anna Glazer, Brenna Hickey, Christina Sloan, Shan Henshaw, Chaz Robinson, Nikki Slagley, Haley Levi, Danielle Torres, Bethany Leonards, Sheila Lopez, Brianna Farrell, Victoria Silva. Oh, go back. Lainey Ratherdale, Branson Gardner, Leah Cole, Lydia Mason. She's been on the show already. We've already done an episode with her, so I know she's an ambassador. Rebecca Hearn, Jane Gray, all people that I recognize their names. I've been friends with them on Facebook before. They've been in the portal, or they've been in the Facebook group. Get them in the portal. And then we now return you to your regular scheduled podcast. So,
Yes, it is sad that they are missing. We need to bring them home. If you know where they are at, please do not hesitate to call. These Pepper Pack ambassadors that are missing, we must bring them home.
In
Please.
the arms of an angel.
So all my ambassadors watching, Scott, I see you there. You three, feel free to join my thread on the portal where I've been fighting to get them back in the group. But now, what have been some of your highlights there? Because you've been in for probably 5 years now, or coming on 5 years. What have been some of the highlights and things that you've enjoyed most while being in the Pepper Pack?
It's been a cool community. The gift exchange, I remember doing that. That was great. I cannot find Dr. Pepper jelly beans for the life of me anywhere near me. And I was sent Dr. Pepper jelly beans. I was pumped for that. The first sips have been really cool. That's an awesome opportunity for people that love Dr. Pepper.
Get all of them?
I have not gotten all of them. I've got the cream soda one.
Mm-hmm.
I got that one,
and
I saw the chocolate one. I wanted the chocolate one.
So the chocolate one wasn't one that I think they sent out to just random ambassadors.
Okay.
Thankfully, I got that. But I
It's
did
part
use
of the Pepper Perks as well.
Pepper Perks was the way to get it.
If you ever find some, I know they're not making it anymore, but if they bring it out again, putting that stuff on some ice cream is amazing.
Oh, I'm sure.
Amazing.
I'm sure.
Starting to see a trend here, Zach.
He has a thing for ice cream and Dr. Pepper.
It's good. Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, was it the vanilla float Dr. Pepper? Happens to be your favorite?
I have
a
nice, not surprising.
7-12 pack.
So Derek,
in the fridge.
Derek, what's your go-to favorite flavor?
Yeah,
I'm just a regular old Dr. Pepper. If I find it in a glass bottle, I'll take the glass bottle. But I'm a plain. I got some friends of mine that are diehard Diet Dr. Pepper, but I'm just straight regular Dr. Pepper is my go-to.
So now my question going off that is, growing up with the McDonald's background and stuff, do you prefer the fountain over the can, or what's your method?
So I have my hierarchy of Dr. Peppers. I got my glass bottle, and then generally the can Dr. Pepper, and then for fountain, I prefer Chick-fil-A fountain over McDonald's fountain.
Oh wow!
And then I put plastic bottle at the bottom. Say it again.
I said except on Sunday.
Except on Sundays. yes, except Sundays. But yeah, that's my hierarchy. Okay. So
you said something. You said you put something at the bottom. What do you put at the bottom? Of the cup?
Just regular plastic bottles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was thinking when you were talking about the fountain drinks, I thought you were saying you put something at the bottom of the cup.
No. Yeah. So I got the fountain drinks, and then under that is the plastic bottles.
I feel like they just go flat so fast, unfortunately.
They lose their chill.
Yeah.
Like, they don't stay cold very long.
Yeah.
But that all checks out. That sounds good.
Now you mentioned the Dr. Pepper jelly beans and you like those. Have you had the cotton candy?
I've had the cotton candy. I like the jelly beans more. Cotton candy was good.
Yeah.
I think I had the Dr. Pepper licorice.
Now I've had that. Interesting.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Dr. Pepper jelly beans is my number one on the Dr. Pepper snacks. Which we would go to the SEC championship games every year, and with Dr. Pepper, and they would have the packs for a long time. They had the packs of jelly beans, and I was like stocking away as many as I could during the week.
Never bothered to invite us, so it's okay. To hear and cry.
Yeah. Okay. Now for the jelly beans. See, I do not know about what region are you in?
So I was in South Carolina. I just moved to Nashville about 4 or 5 months ago. So I had been in South Carolina. I haven't done as much exploring in the Nashville area yet.
All right. Now I'm gonna have to double check, because now for me, locally, I can only get Dr. Pepper jelly beans at a place called Five Below. I don't know how far they are. I don't know if they're in your region.
I know, and there was a Five Below down the street from me in Clemson, but I haven't checked Nashville yet.
Okay, so just so you know, you can find them there. You can find them there. You find them in the bottles. So they have
the deeper you go into the south, you're going to the south, you're going to see more Dr. Pepper stuff. Trust me.
Well, that's true. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, if I managed to find them in California, so if you can find them in a Five Below in California, you probably could find them at a Five Below in Nashville, almost guaranteed.
True.
Probably, yes.
No, the other way I get them off of Amazon. Just, I hold my nose and I pay the little extra fee, but it's completely worth it.
You hold your nose.
Well, you gotta, like you're spending that much money. It's like, ooh.
It's on candy. You're like, oh,
exactly. Well, yeah, but that was before, remember, this was before well, this was before I started teaching. So, but now it's a little different. No, but yeah, I would either Amazon, Five Below is where I find them. Mm-hmm. So that might be a place to try to look for those jelly beans.
Right, I'll have to check out Five Below. I would never have thought to look for them in Five Below.
They have a bunch of random candy things in an aisle. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I get in trouble with my daughter there because she grabs them all, and when I put them back, she freaks out. But if Dr. Pepper, they like to give us you've been in long enough that you probably remember they used to do the what word did they call them?
Give us some descriptor. We can help you out.
Yeah. They used to have it's like a program, not like a campaign type of deal that we could participate in. I can't think of the word off the top of my head, but we could. It was like when they did the social media challenges and stuff. They'd have these campaigns or incentives or something like that. I just can't think of the word of what they used to call them. But if Dr. Pepper came to you, Derek, and said, "Hey, we want you to come up with some sort of promotion that you are going to create. You have our budget, which means you have money, How would you like to promote, market, get the Dr. Pepper brand and image out there, and go? Like, what would you do? And I know there's always a tough question on the spot, and I'm gonna start sit here and think about what that word was. I can't think of.
For me, that would go back to the classic. I'm the trust me, I'm a doctor. With Dr. J. So there's, Doctor Strange, Doctor, whatever. Like that would be the direction I'd go in. The classic old, you get the appeal of the older folks that remember the old Dr. Pepper commercials, but bring in some of those more relevant characters today. I think that would be the route that I would want to go in.
Are you saying you want a Dr. Pepper multiverse of madness? Like
that's exactly what I'm looking for.
That when they came out, I said they need to have a multiverse of madness and bring back the vanilla float and everything.
All these doctors coming together. Oh man. Mm-hmm. TV show doctors, movie doctors, all of them coming into one giant campaign ad. That would be hilarious.
Quench your thirst.
Oh, that would be great.
In any universe. I like it.
Yeah.
Good possibilities there.
And just the amount of doctors you got, man, that'd be great. One for every pepper.
Now, speaking of doctors, I did see a while back that Dr. Pepper, some ad agency that Dr. Pepper was using at one time, was giving people like honorary doctorate degrees.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all, if you could do that again as an actual teacher, how awesome that would be.
Honorary. He has his real diploma, the Dr. Pepper diploma. Oh,
that'd be great.
My real diploma would stay here in my house. I would hang that other thing. I'd make a photocopy of it and put the photocopy in my classroom, and the real one would stay here. Oh man, Dr. Pepper, if you want to bless the teacher,
let me design it. I'll put it together. You guys just have to officiate it with your little stamp.
I want them to sign it and make it and give it to us.
That'd be great.
Then I might be able to convince my boss to pay me more because I'll have a doctorate.
There you go.
Hey.
We can have like a graduation ceremony.
Whole thing.
Well, I was Dr. Pepper. I reached out to them because several months ago I had Zach Logsden on the show, and he's got that world record, unofficial world record. Dr. Pepper gave him a world record certificate for being photographed on the most Division I campuses drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper. And he's an OU fan, and I'm a Nebraska fan. Well, Nebraska plays OU in Lincoln this year, and I was able to get my parents 2 tickets. And so I'm actually been reaching out to him, trying to get a hold of him so that we can meet up, and I'll take him to the game. And I want to do like a big Dr. Pepper tailgate, and then see if we can work with the University of Nebraska to do like a football throw kick contest at halftime. And I would obviously be representing Dr. Pepper in Nebraska wearing the red, and he would be representing OU and Diet Dr. Pepper wearing the white, and to see what has the better fan. I think that'd be really fun. So Dr. Pepper, if you're listening, let's make it happen.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be great.
We can do a big meetup there in Lincoln. That'd be awesome.
Talk about a halftime show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Derek, question that I always mean to ask people, but I always forget. What's the longest you've gone without a Dr. Pepper?
Europe. Europe's hard. I mean, several weeks in Europe is tough. I remember going. My dad before doing McDonald's was a pilot and had a disability retirement, so we flew free around the world on Delta, and so we traveled out of the country a lot. And we went to Hong Kong, and I just remember, oh man, no Dr. Pepper while we're in China, and we went across to the Intercontinental Hotel that had Dr. Pepper, and so that is my new learning experience. Was, hey, when I go out of the country and I need a Dr. Pepper, look for an Intercontinental Hotel. The bar might have one. So that's been, I learned my trick of how to skirt around it, but Europe, going out of the country makes it hard to find.
Yeah. So would you say it was like a week, a month?
It's been at least a month. at least a month.
Yeah. Whenever I have to, if I like give it up for a while or whatever for church and different things, and I come back to it, I always feel like lights are brighter, colors are more vibrant, smells are richer. It just awakens life in me. And the old school saying, it's on the line here, the vim, vigor, vitality, and it's good for life. And I'm like, it's so true. It's so good. And I love Dr. Pepper.
Plus, he starts vibrating. It's really weird. Calm down, Zach. Calm down.
Yeah. And then well, you kind of answered that question too. I was gonna ask, like, what's the farthest away you've been that you found a Dr. Pepper? But you kind of went to Hong Kong.
That'd be Hong Kong, but I know somewhere in my parents' photo drive back at home, there's an album of me drinking Dr. Pepper all over the world. Either places we could find it or take it with us. And my mom went to visit. My parents are in Italy right now. Went to visit some friends of ours. She is a diet Dr. Pepper crazy, and she threw a 12-pack of diet Dr. Pepper in her checked bag to take over to her because she knew she can't get it. She needs it. So
you give me an idea for a great diet, because they used to have Dr. Pepper makes the world taste better slogan. So if we all need to find pictures of us drinking Dr. Pepper around the world, I have pictures of me drinking Dr. Pepper in South Africa, and we just need to have like a globe spinning and little like pens hitting the places on the map where we have photos of us Pepper Pack ambassadors drinking Dr. Pepper around the world.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
So Derek, you said you live in Nashville now, and Nashville's known for some pretty great food. I've been to Nashville and had a great time. What's your like pairing of food for your Dr. Pepper? Are you going hot chicken? What's your go-to for meals?
Pretty much anything, but I love a pizza and a Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Some barbecue is a great pairing. Pretty much any Southern food is going to be a good option.
I think
that's yes. But yeah,
morning and crack open Dr. Pepper, and my students are always like, "How do you do that?" I was like, "Well, like this. You go."
Oh man! All right.
I'm going to answer this question real fast. She said, "Hey, Pepper people, or Pepper folks," and then she asked, "Where's Josh?" So, just so you know, Josh is taking a little bit of a break. He's had a lot of stuff going on. So Josh and I have renamed ourselves. We are now the Pepper Pack Podcast creators, and we are bringing officially Connor and Dario on as our co-host. So they will be joining us. All four of us may not ever be on for every episode just because our schedules, but this will at least give us at least 2 or 3 hosts per episode, so that way we have some consistency there.
Yeah. We did not vote him out off the island. He's still around.
Yeah, he's still here. Oh no!
Oh. I take it back. We did vote him off.
No, I don't think you would do that, but I like the creativity. So I want them to also do another design a pepper. I want to get a lot of the Pepper Pack people to, because Connor, I know you do design things. Derek, you've mentioned the McDonald's background. You obviously like traveling. If you could design a Dr. Pepper bottle, what would you want to design it around?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I know. Speaking of McDonald's,
you got McNuggets in there too? Cookies?
I
got cookies.
I got everything.
Mary Poppins over here, just pulling out everything.
I'm a fan of the classics, so I mean I love the old logos. I love the so I mean trying to incorporate that into a modern design. Like I feel like, obviously the new the updated recent logo is great, but trying to find a way to incorporate some of those vintage items into the newer, modern, sleek design of it. I think that would again be my route. And I mean, throw the doctors on there too. I mean,
I have some of my labels from when they did the Pick Your Pepper, some of those older logos. They had the lion, and then the Good for Life, and the.
I have that as a shirt.
Yeah, I got that one. The old Doc is one of my favorite.
Yeah, the old Doc one. It's really cool.
But no, I like the idea. I like what you're saying though. Like it's almost like having like a celebration of the old and the new. Looking where we're at looking where Dr. Pepper's at. The new stuff, but also like the old. Start from way back when and just
vintage.
The vintage.
Vintage
pepper. Have you, Derek? Have you tried the real sugar Dr. Pepper?
I have. That was one surprise. Be honest, that was one that I thought I was really, really going to like. Wasn't as, I mean, it's still good, but I just don't think it was good as a regular Dr. Pepper, which is fascinating to me because there's some other beverages out there that are better with cane sugar in them.
Yeah.
Breathe.
It was so nice talking to you.
Wow, that's our show.
There's
good to see I'm not the only one.
Other beverages and also foods, etc., that have cane sugar rather than the high fructose corn syrup that are better, and that's exactly the route I thought it would have been with the Dr. Pepper. But surprisingly, I just like the regular Dr. Pepper more than the real sugar.
So
that's the original. The real sugar is the original Dr. Pepper.
So what I found out is, so I've always grew up drinking the regular, and I could tell when I get something like the high fructose corn syrup ones, not the real sugar, and so I could tell the difference of the real sugar.
Yeah.
What I think it might be for you, Derek, is this is Dr. Pepper to you, and because the real sugar is something you had after your taste buds were acquainted to this and fell in love with this. That's why it may not taste as good to you. Yeah. I do enjoy the burn of that real sugar when you get that, crack open that glass bottle and drink it. It's got a different burn to it, which is just, it does taste different. I love
that acid reflex. Oh yeah,
yeah.
No, the real sugar is by far the best. I that's my favorite.
Okay, there we go. See, yeah, I don't know. There's something about the fact that we say that when a soda burns. I knew he was going there.
Yeah. I don't break out of vanilla float. Now, Derek, have you ever had a vanilla float Dr. Pepper?
I have not had the opportunity to have one of those.
Watch. Want to hear something funny? Want to hear something great? Watch this.
Oh, we'll never know.
Vanilla float's overrated.
Oh, and that's why he's a co-host. It's not going to be on every episode. No, I love vanilla because, so Derek, it literally tastes like if you made just a regular root beer float, but rather than root beer, you poured in Dr. Pepper. You get that straight Dr. Pepper flavor, and then just afterwards, it's just a subtle aftertaste of vanilla like ice cream.
Yeah,
this can, it's so good. I love it.
The closest thing that I've been able to replicate it, there's like a vanilla creamer that you can get. They're like little shots of them. And you can shoot that into your Dr. Pepper and kind of with ice and chill it. You get close, but it's not.
Some people have, and there's some of those freestyle machines that have Dr. Pepper with vanilla, but they don't taste like the vanilla float.
No.
But Sonic, you can get the vanilla cream in your Dr. Pepper, not just the vanilla extract, but vanilla cream, and it's got that kind of ice cream flavor. It's not vanilla float, but it's probably the closest you can get to it.
So speaking of those freestyle machines, there's a reason you don't see those in McDonald's stores, and it's because when my parents were rebuilding a store, the Red Drink gave the option of either they want us to put the freestyle in, and we said, well, that we're a super high volume store. That's not going to work. We need, the beverage bar.
So you have
And they said, can we put the beverage bar and the freestyle machine? And they said, no. I'm like, well, why not? That way people that want to use the freestyle can use it, and people that want to get their drink quick and get out can use that. Turns out it's a different formula. The freestyle machine is than the regular machine, like vastly different.
They're made out of cartridges. Like the freestyle machine has a full cartridge that slides in and it calibrates it that way. And then the other way is there's the pouches that take the syrup and they fuse it with the
And so they won't let any restaurant put the two different ones in there because they didn't want people being able to tell the difference.
Yeah, because you can put up with like Dr. Pepper in the regular fountain drink, and then you go to the freestyle that you get like a shot of vanilla or whatever with Dr. Pepper in it. It's going to definitely change the taste on you.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, isn't McDonald's known for having like crazy calibrations on their soda machines anyway? So
they calibrate those things at least once a month, if not more often. The moment something tastes off or we get a complaint about it tasting off, we're calling the phone number and getting it recalibrated. We have some operators have the calibration items to do the calibration, know how to do it, and can do it themselves. And some do it on a weekly basis. It just depends. But I won't use the freestyle machine. Like I refuse to use it. Every now and then I'd go to Wendy's, and now I think twice about going because I don't want to get something out of a freestyle machine. So
I prime it. Like I'll pick my Dr. Pepper with vanilla, and then I'll hold the button down for like a good 3 seconds to just flush it out, and then I'll fill it like that.
Yeah, I do that too.
But
all right,
gentlemen, any other questions you have? I can't think of anything.
None of them. No, I really don't. I wish I did.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Derek.
Yes.
I thought something. You mentioned before that you have some clocks and different things, but you just moved your ceilings so they're not up. What are some of your Dr. Pepper collection stuff that like you have that's like your favorite items? Because I have my whole basement filled, and I love talking to other collectors and seeing what they have.
My favorite item I have is a neon Dr. Pepper sign that mentions a drive-through.
Nice.
I want to see if I can pull up Dr. Pepper neon sign drive-through. I believe somehow it ended up with us through McDonald's. I believe. Yeah, here.
If you ever get another one and you want,
that's nice.
If you ever get another one that you need to give a good, I'm happy to be that guy for you.
You're gonna be really upset when I tell you I had two and one of them shattered, and now I only have one.
That's so sad.
Well, he's gone to cry over that. He's really saddened by that.
So that's my prize Dr. Pepper possession. I got my SEC championship Dr. Pepper stuff from going in my scarf and all that.
Oh, no, that's
Dr.
a nice
Pepper
scarf.
Dr. Pepper coolers and Yetis, and I got these Dr. Pepper glasses that
that's cool. I like that. It feels like Larry Culpepper.
Larry
may have found our way out of a hotel at the SEC championship, and
vanilla float, and you give me some of these things that you're finding.
I cannot confirm or deny doing something like that with Dr. Pepper cups. I've seen
I got Dr. Pepper.
Just saying.
Dr. Pepper pillows, and I got the whole. We used to have a good friend of ours that worked in Dr. Pepper. It unfortunately passed away recently, and he would send me Dr. Pepper. So from what I told you about my dad, they liked us a little bit, so they would send me all the Dr. Pepper gear I could wear, little felt Dr. Pepper stickers that I would stick all over the place.
You're gonna have to talk some more after this episode because I got some stuff I want to show you, but I'll not give everybody know.
It's a separate show.
Yeah, it's the collection. The collection is large. There was a point I was selling soda out of one of my teachers' mini fridges in high school and making bank. And we told him about it, and he was like, "Thanks for supporting Dr. Pepper in that," and sent me, a couple coupons for some 12 packs to help my little high school business out. So fortunately, we're pretty well connected over there, and they like us, thankfully. And so
you heard my Dr. Pepper idea for the Nebraska OU game. So if you have connections that you want to.
All right, I'll send it up the line if I get the chance.
I'm gonna be there. I got the tickets. I don't need them to give me tickets or anything. I just need them to organize an event.
Yeah.
I mean, they would invite us to the SEC championship game every year because my dad went to Georgia, so I'm born and raised Georgia fan, and so we would go to the SEC championship. They'd give us the tickets, and so we'd go regardless of who's playing. Mm-hmm. I remember one year, the tickets ended up being really good. We were on the first row on the goal line, and because Dr. Pepper's, the big giant sponsor of the SEC championship, so they
Pepper Nets, the field goal.
Yeah, they can get whatever they want. And so first row, it was Auburn versus South Carolina when Cam Newton was playing at Auburn, and I was on the first row of stadium, and the camera guy just liked me a lot, I guess. I was wearing full Georgia gear. I get put on the big screen 4 or 5 times, to the point that us being from South Carolina, we had people that were also at the game, like calling and texting my parents and being like, do they keep putting Derek on the big screen? Like, what is this about? So we've had some really cool experiences with Dr. Pepper with that. And, I got to support him any way I can. So.
Well, Derek, this is awesome. We could talk all day. I love these, and this is, again, I've seen you in the Pepper Pack in the portal, but until we actually get to talk to people, I don't really feel like connect. So that's why I love is hearing people's stories and connecting and putting names to faces and stuff. So I think we'll probably wrap it up for now. We can chat some more after the show. But everyone watching, thank you again for joining us. Shout out to my 2 new co-hosts. Josh, we hope you're doing well.
Yes.
As always, if you'd like to support the show, we are not sponsored by Dr. Pepper, but if I knew somebody named Derek that knew people at Dr. Pepper and they want to sponsor us, we would not be upset about that.
Or a Big Mac.
Some nuggets, man.
I'll take some nuggets.
But if you would like to sponsor us, head on over to our page. I gotta find where that is at. Oh, so many things.
Check us out on our social medias on Instagram and Facebook. And don't forget to hit the notification on YouTube so you can get notified when we're going live, because we'll be back on the 10th of next month. Don't forget to keep boycotting those other sodas, because
they're gross.
We don't need any of that.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that negativity in our life.
You deserve quality in your life.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you do follow us on any of our socials, let's start a new trend. Send us one of your favorite Dr. Pepper items that you collect or that you have.
Yes.
Let's see what you got.
Send us a picture. You don't actually have to send it to us.
You can send it to
yes. Hey, no. If you want to send it to me, you can send it to me too.
Or Dario.
I will.
Don't send it to Dario. But thank you again, Derek, for joining us. Connor, Dario, thank you. And everyone else, it's been a pleasure as always. And until we drink next time.